itong situation ko na I was able to finally move out, this is something na hindi nagawa ng parents ko. Going back to our coaching, yun yung talaga nakatulong sa akin because I was able to save. Yung savings ko really saved me from my situation. Nandito na ako sa mas masayang ako. I can get to choose myself na in my business and what are the things that I'm passionate about because I'm not being held back by my past. Itong mga tinuro sa akin ni Coach Nick, hindi lang ito nakatulong when it comes to me moving out. Nakatulong to when it comes to me choosing what is best for myself, to assert my boundaries, handle my business effectively. There is a simpler, more effective way of managing your finances, kagaya nung kay Coach Nick. Like, kaya with 15 minutes eh. Kahit naman siguro may 10 negosyo ka, kung hindi ka marunong humawak, kahit ang dami mong trabaho, may isip mo, asan na yung perang kinita. Talagang holistic din kasi talaga yung approach ni Coach, and this is something na makakasave sa'yo ng time. And time natin is our most valuable commodity.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so excited to bring in another client of mine who will really inspire you, especially for someone who are breadwinners, and how you can overcome your limiting beliefs about your situation and still have the right mindset and money management to fund your dreams. So my client Nix will come here to share with you how she was able to use the tools and lessons from our coaching that allowed her to really take the leap in doing her full-time business, in living independently. These are which are big goals that she always wanted to do. And now that she's here in the interview, I hope that she's going to inspire you of what's possible, that while you are helping the people around you, that you can also prioritize funding your dreams. So without further ado, let me introduce to you Nix. Say hi.
Hello, everyone.
All right. So first things first, please share with us a little bit about your financial journey from being in corporate, doing your business, and then becoming full time. Like, what was your financial situation like then, and what made you seek out coaching? Because I remember we started our coaching in 2022, and then now 2025 na, di ba? So parang wow. And it's so amazing when you messaged me, seeing how far you've come. So before we get into all of those details, please share with us, where did you start and what made you realize that you needed to get coaching from me?
Okay, so hello po. Nag-start yung business ko muna, 2012 or 2013. So maaga akong nag-business, no? So ganun lang yung naging focus ko noon. Matagal ako nag-business, and then by 2021 or 2022, parang nag-decide ako na, actually, inahanap mo ko ng parang job posting yung husband ko. Kasi medyo mayayain siya. So ako naghahanap for him. Then eventually, ako yung nakakita ng parang may hiring dito as interviewer sa isang BPO company. So sabi ko, try ko nga kung ma-hire ako. Then eventually na-hire nga. So from business, nag-corporate ako. Pero kahit nagko-corporate ako, tuloy pa rin ako dun sa business. Kasi may tao naman ako, and yung husband ko is helping me full-time din. Then, ayun, whenever may time ako, even when working, may break ako, tumutulong pa rin ako dun sa souvenir shop ko. So, yung takbo or yung income ko, may times talaga na good, may times talaga na hindi masyadong good. Expected yun sa business talaga. Nung time na nag-message ako kay Coach Nick, actually hindi pa ako working noon. So, nung nag-message nga ako nung coach, na I remember, parang 1.5 lang na ata yung pera, or 2.5. Tapos nung sinend mo sa akin yung kung magkano yung package, sabi ko, gustong-gusto ko talaga. Pero sabi ko, cool. Ito yung reality ko, hindi ko pa afford, pero sabi ko, babalikan ko talaga to pag may income na ako. Then yun, nung siguro mga ilang buwan ako, after nung nag-work na ako, nag-decide na ako to book a coaching with Coach Nick. So, bakit ako nag-decide na magpa-coach sa kanya? Kasi unang-una, maganda yung system niya. Actually, yung system pa nga ni Coach is parang paano mo i-navigate yung yung financials mo with one income lang. And that time, dalawa na yung sa akin. So, sabi ko, okay to. Kasi dito sa isa pa lang, effective na. How about if dalawa yung source of income ko, baka mas maging better. And kailangan ko rin talaga ng help kasi nga during that time, ako na yung parang breadwinner. So, sabi ko, hindi ko afford na magkamali-mali kasi nga, may mga times talaga na okay, may mga times na hindi. And yung mga times na hindi, talagang naka-affect talaga siya sa akin and sa marriage ko, sa amin sa family. So, sabi ko, kailangan ko talaga ng tulong kasi hindi na nag-work kung ano yung system na ginagawa ko. And kailangan ko din ng accountability with a coach, with someone who knows yung ins and outs ng finances. And I'm happy na I did coach kasi maliban din sa pinaka-money management, I really like yung mga ginawa natin na mga exercises with limiting beliefs, with visualization and ganyan. Kaya super happy ako na nag-enroll ako sa'yo nung mga time na nag-work na ako. Ikaw yung isa sa mga big investment ko rin noon kasi halos kakasal ko lang nun eh. Kakakuha lang din namin ng motor. After namin kumuha nun, kumubook ako kagad sa'yo. Yun, isa kayo sa highlight ng 2022 ko talaga.
Yeah, and it's so interesting looking back na you seemingly parang galing ka sa what seemed like a rock bottom kasi like 1.5 na nga lang tapos paano ko magi-invest sa sarili ko and all of that. But then because you were so eager to get that help, get that guidance, the moment na nagkaroon ka ng cash flow, you're like, okay, ito yung kailangan kong help, and then you invested in that guidance from me. And so I want to jump to now it makes you think. Ano kaya yung wouldn't have been possible if hindi mo tinuloy yun? Like, ano kaya yung naging posible dahil tinuloy mo yun? Or ano kaya yung hindi nangyari? Or what wouldn't have been possible if you didn't invest? Or ano na yung naging posible dahil nag-invest ka sa sarili mo?
Naging posible yung mga bagay na feeling ko hindi possible kung hindi ako nag-enroll sa'yo. Like, for example, coach, meron kasi akong parang always guilty feeling eh. Pag kailangan ko magbigay sa sarili ko or sa loved ones ko, like for example, for my husband. Naalala ko noon, nung nag-book ako sa inyo, coach, yun yung time na mag-anniversary kami. So, gusto ko syempre makapunta kami sa Siargao kasi surfer yung husband ko or makapag-Boracay kami. Pero parang feeling ko ng time na yun, hindi talaga possible. And parang naiinis ako sa sarili ko because I cannot give that. Naiinis din ako sa husband ko rin. Ending ganyan. Syempre, minsan napag-iinitan ko siya ng ulo. Pero you told me na pwede ka mag-allocate ng certain fund for your anniversary. Basta wag ka lang susobra kasi merong ibang mga kakapuntahan yung pera mo. And so yun yung pinaka naging possible din for me kasi may mga opportunities din actually na dumating. Like last year nakapag Hong Kong ako for an expo, nag-Taiwan kami ng husband ko, first ever out of the country trip namin. So yun yung mga things na naging possible through our coaching kasi nagamit ko yung mga natutunan ko. Like, ito yung kailangan natin. Kasi medyo daunting for me harapin yung parang, okay, ito yung amount na kailangan. Parang ang laki-laki. Parang paano ko ito mang-iipon, ganyan. Pero dahil na-breakdown natin siya month per month, cut-off per cut-off, parang na-realize ko, hindi, daunting to. Dahil lalo na first time namin. Pero possible to kasi ito yung mga gagawin natin. Kasi before, parang meron din akong parang victim mentality na parang, kasi bakit kasi ganito, bakit kasi ganyan, o ganito na lang ba talaga. But when in reality, although yes, naapektuhan tayo, lalo na for breadwinners ng mga bagay-bagay around us, at the end of the day, hawak naman natin yung pera natin, hawak natin yung situation, and we can do something sa mga bagay na we can control. So, na-realize ko rin nun, coach, na parang, lalo na nung nagkakaroon tayo ng parang, sina-challenge yung limiting beliefs ko, no, na parang, what if possible to? Kasi parang lagi ko yung isip, paano kung ito na yun? Paano kung sagad na to? Pero you always ask me, paano kung ganito? Paano if you ask this question to this person? What if mag-earn pa to? What if makakatanggap ko pa ng client? Parang hindi ko na siya iniisip na parang, ito na, dead end na to. And like, itong situation ko na I was able to finally move out. This is something na hindi nagawa ng parents ko. And has always been my multo. Kasi nga parang married na ako, tapos nakikitira pa rin ako. 2 beses pa akong nakitira. So parang ang bigat nun sa pakiramdam ko. Knowing na I can naman, pero parang sinesecond guess ko yung sarili ko kung kaya ko ba talaga. Then eventually, things led me here. Hindi man sobrang naging ideal. Pero yung going back to our coaching, yun yung talaga nakatulong sa akin because I was able to save. And yung savings ko saved me from my current situation or yung past situation ko na. So, nandito na ako sa mas masayang ako ngayon wherein I am able to focus on myself muna, magpagaling, magpalakas and everything so that I can also give din sa mga loved ones ko din. Ayun.
Yeah, it makes me so happy to hear the journey that you've been on. Kasi I remember back in 2022, I said, you're gonna break the cycle. Like, you're gonna stop that generational trauma na, okay, hindi to nagawa ng magulang ko, ito yung lagi ng financial situation, di sila makabukod. And then now, I want you to listen to yourself na, wait, it stopped with me. Now, hindi ako controlled, hindi na ako held back by that victim mindset that I grew up with. Now, I took matter into my own hands and sabi ko, okay, kung gusto ko mag-move out, kung gusto kong gawin yung business ko, kung gusto ko makapag-save, what do I need to focus on in my life? What do I need to take charge of? And that's what you did. And I feel like that's why, sabi ko nga nung sa coaching natin, majority of what we did was really shifting your mindset, was really overcoming your limiting beliefs. Kasi yun yung nag-hold back sa'yo for so long, thinking na hanggang dito lang ako. Dahil breadwinner ako, dahil ito yung job ko, dahil ito yung sitwasyon that I was dealt with, wala na, ito na yun, accept it. And that's why it's been such a pleasure that I got to be that person for you and let you see, hey, teka lang, madami pang options, madami possibilities for me waiting for me if I just turn around, look the other way. And now you get to live in that reality. And it's just so fulfilling to see that with you, right?
Thank you.
What do you think were the biggest misconceptions as a breadwinner that you realized that you wish you knew earlier, that maybe other breadwinners would also want to hear na, okay, kala ko ganito pag breadwinner, pero ngayon na-realize ko na hindi naman pala. Ano yung mga na-realize mo sa coaching natin?
Dun sa parang when it comes to being kasi nung una parang hindi ko na-accept na ako yung breadwinner kasi parang ang feeling ko naman na itong role na to kasi parang ang bigat nga talaga, no? Pero I realized hindi, ito na yun eh. Parang ito yung ginagawa ko, especially nung I was living with my grandma pa, no, na ako yung nag-finance din sa kanya talaga totally. So parang na-realize ko noon na parang ang hirap din kasi pag ikaw lang talaga. Hindi ka maka-focus sa sarili mo because bilang breadwinner, and I'm sure ito yung mga breadwinners and those na tumutulong sa family nila or to someone else can attest na ang hirap maging aggressive sa mga desisyon na for yourself kahit alam mo na ito yung magpapasaya sa'yo, ito yung magpapa-improve sa'yo because meron kang nililingon eh. Yun siguro yun. I guess for ang hirap mag-improve because lagi mong iisipin paano sila. Nagkaroon din ako somehow, and I guess breadwinners can relate to this, ng konting resentment because I know na I can give more to myself, but I can't. Kasi nga, meron akong iniintindi din. And syempre, I'm sure those people na umasa rin sa akin, of course, siguro naman, I hope na they also wish na they could also provide for themselves. Pero yun nga, ito yung situation. But then, bilang breadwinner din or bilang someone na tumutulong, parang dadating ka rin talaga sa time na where you will question yourself na, teka, is this the life na I want? Is this the situation na I want to deal with for the longest time, ganyan. And kaya nga ito yung mga questions na pag tinatanong ko to sa sarili ko, nare-remind kita, coach. Naisip kita kasi parang ito yung mga questions na tinatanong mo sa akin noon, parang when it comes to shifting parang yung beliefs ko, parang yung breaking the cycle. Kasi parang na-realize ko din na may mga times, especially for breadwinners, na lagi nila na parang sa kanila, parang okay na yung pain ng ganito because at least alam mo na may napupuntahan naman. Mas mahirap umalis because yung pain naman na yun is something na different, hindi mo pa alam, dahil hindi mo pa nag-go. But then again, you can also love those person from afar and support them from afar. And you can also choose yourself muna for the meantime as you grow, as you heal, ganyan, para you can give more pa or give kung ano man yung kaya mo. And also, na-realize ko rin na there should be boundaries din. Healthy boundaries na you can parang enforce din for them to respect. And if not na hindi na respect, then you can always choose. Yun, isa yun sa nagsabay-sabay na nagpa-realize sa akin na okay, it's time to live independently. It's time for me to choose myself. And I won't be sorry dito sa naging decision ko because I know naman, ako naman bago ko umabot sa point na to, I know naman na I really gave my best. And it's time for me to choose myself naman na, choose my husband and my fur babies muna for now. And babalik ako or mas magiging involved ako when things are better na, when yung mga boundaries are being respected na. And mas yun kasi coach yung natutunan ko rin nung sa atin sa coaching natin kasi parang meron ako talagang isip na minsan na parang sige tiisin ko na lang, ganun ako 'di ba nung coaching ko nung nag-work ako parang sige tiisin ko na lang, ano naman trabaho lang naman to, paglabas ko naman dito okay na, pero hindi kasi ako ganun may mga ganun tao yung parang na shrug off nila yung mga bagay-bagay or parang nako-compartmentalize nila. Ako hindi. Nararamdaman ko yung full force ng mga bagay-bagay. So parang since ganun ako, parang I have to be respectful sa sarili ko din na okay, if these things na hindi nasusunod according sa gusto ko ng alam mo yun, hindi naman ikaw nagde-demand ng sobra. And then it's about time for you to parang okay, step back ka na, ganyan. Let other people kasi yun din sa mga breadwinners parang iniisip nila paano pag walang tumulong, paano sila or paano ano na lang mangyayari. Meron pa ako iniisip ko na parang hindi ba ako masamang tao for choosing myself. May mga ganun ako several times. Tapos nahirapan din akong i-voice out yung thoughts ko kasi baka mamaya iba yung dating sa ibang tao. But then I realized na kahit gaano mo ilambing yung pagkaka-deliver mo, kahit gaano mo iayos yung pagkakasabi, if hindi yun yung naiisip nila, they will think otherwise. So, parang as long as you're being respectful, parang why focus on the things na sasabihin nila when you know to yourself na it's time for you to choose yourself and it's time for you to grow na. Ayan.
So I wanna highlight the phrase that you said, which is about knowing when to choose yourself. And I think that moment na when you decided to get guidance to invest in yourself, yun na yun eh. Parang yun yung naging ripple effect na parang ito pala yung impact kapag pinili ko yung sarili ko, that I get to first overcome my limiting beliefs, that I get to take control of my finances. Okay, so every time that you're held back by other people who don't understand your dreams, your goals, then you get to challenge that. You get to question na parang, okay, how does it look like but to choose myself instead of wanting to control everything around me na is impossible. And ultimately, how do you think that mindset prepared you to finally go full time sa business mo? Because that, sabi mo nga as a breadwinner, it's hard to take risks kasi kailangan mo, dami kang iniisip. So how do you think those mindset shifts allowed you to take that leap of faith with pursuing your business full time?
So when it comes to that naman, coach, parang pag na-challenge mo na yung sarili mo and you know what is best for yourself, hindi mo na masyadong iisipin yung sasabihin ng iba or kung paano ito makaka-apekto sa kanila talaga. Na nung nag-decide ako na okay, magfo-focus na ako. Wait lang, coach. Magfo-focus na ako sa business. Ang isip ko na noon is not to parang please yung ibang tao. And I'm not staying sa company because kailangan nyo na ako. But I'm leaving kasi para to sa sarili ko na. And when it comes to parang mindset shift na parang, ayun nga, ma-share ko lang din again, coach, na nung time na pa-resign na ako sa work, challenge ko yung sarili ko and I challenge the universe. I said talaga exactly na, okay, pag ako kumita ng ganitong amount na, 5 times na ng kinikita ko monthly dito sa work ko, magre-resign na ako. And wala pang 1 week, nakabook ako ng 5 repeat clients and more than that pa yung kayang kitain ko ng 1 month, kinita ko lang ng 1 week, more pa. So, pag alam mo na kasi kung ano yung what is best for you, hindi ka na talaga masishake. Ibang tao sabihin nila na, wait, you have to consider this and consider that. When you know na this decision is best for you, magde-decide ka na talaga. And yun din yung nangyari sa before kami nag-live independently because I'm supposed to go to China sana next month. Or actually, this month pala yun. Para sa isang delegation. So, napili ako doon na mag-join sa kanila. And everything talaga almost ready na. Yung visa na lang talaga yung inaantay. Mag-apply na lang. Pero sabi ko sa sarili ko, I know to myself na there is so much more than this muna for the meantime. So, parang inisip ko, mas madali kasi mag-decide pag alam mo kung ano talaga, coach, yung the best for you. Kaya ako parang nag-decide ako, okay, sige, next year na lang ako ulit mag-join for China and then itong fund na meron ako na gagamitin ko para sa China, gagamitin ko muna to pang palipat. And kaya nga nung nag-message ako sa sinabi ko talaga na yung savings ko really saved me. Because totoo talaga kasi hindi ako maglalakas ng loob na bumukod kung hindi ako ready somehow. And whatever you decide on, maging good or bad man yan, as long as the intention naman is really good, may lesson yun. And what if naman and ito nga, nandito
na.
I think mas happy na ako. Tsaka coach, yung parang finally, pwede ko nang harapin yung future head-on. Kasi for the longest time, siguro dahil bilang ate, no, parang I have to, parang saluhin din. May ganun akong feeling. Hindi naman siguro have to.
Mm.
Yun yung naisip ko lang na parang feeling ko kailangan kong saluhin yung mga bagay-bagay or asikasuhin yung mga bagay-bagay. So, for the longest time, hindi ko talaga na-prioritize yung healing ko. Kasi nga, lagi
Mm.
ako umiibang yung una eh. Tapos, hindi din ako maka-focus sa future because lagi ako naglo-look back. Kasi nga, hindi ko naayos yung past. So, parang lagi ko siyang nilingon. So, for the first time talaga in my 32 years, ngayon pa lang ako talaga makakapag-focus sa future ko na, okay. May one time nga, nung nakalipat na kami dito, na ako lang mag-isa, parang, hindi ako sanay na wala masyadong problema. Kasi at the end of the day, we are our own heroes and hindi mo rin naman pwedeng iasa yung saving sa iba. And also, for them then to be independent as well. And I remember a friend of mine, shout out ko siya, hi Char. Sabi niya sa akin before na, alam mo, yung iniisip mo na yan na walang mag-aasikaso, na walang tutulong, pag umalis ka na dyan, someone will step out ba, step in. Ayun. Someone will stand out na parang, okay, sige ako naman. And ganun nga. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan lang din talaga natin minsan na umalis sa situation para makita natin yung big picture. Pero I'm not saying naman na parang kalimutan mo na sila. Hindi naman ganun. But for the meantime, hangga't kailangan mo ng healing, hangga't kailangan mo ng time, ibigay mo yun sa sarili mo dahil walang ibang magbibigay nun kundi ikaw lang din.
Exactly. And it's so important when you shared earlier na what allowed you to make those decisions for yourself is knowing what's best for you.
Mm-mm.
And that reminds me of like, that's why it was so important for me to coach you in our first few sessions about knowing what it looks like to be true to yourself, on
Mm-mm.
what you truly want. Because from there, yun yung naging North Star mo eh, na parang okay, kahit ano sabihin nila, alam ko ito yung best para sa akin. Alam ko ito yung what it looks like to prioritize myself, to choose myself. And that translates to your savings. Kasi kung alam mo na, okay, I want to choose myself. Therefore, ganun din yung itsura ng habits ko. Na, okay, yung savings ko, para sa akin to. Therefore, ito yung savings na gagamitin ko pag may emergency. Ako, kapag ito, nung na-realize mo na ready ka na mag-move out, ginamit mo yung savings mo for that. And so, it's so important that we see our finances both yung ano yung mindset ko around it, and then how do I manage it with the proper system. And I think you are a great example of how you're able to do both, right? Na parang okay, yung mindset ko as a breadwinner shifted from okay, masama ba ako pag prioritize ko yung sarili ko, to now realizing na actually that's when you're able to choose yourself, that's when you're able to feel more respected, that's when people eventually stand on their own, they learn to stand on their feet. And then in the same way, dahil mas happy ka ngayon, mas madaling magbigay, mas madaling maging
Mag-
abundant, mas
yeah.
magaan magbigay, mas madaling tumulong kasi alam mo na hindi ka ubos. And that also shows with how you've managed to grow your business, to grow your savings. Because I remember before dati sabi mo na nahirapan ko dun sa business because how you managed it also, like at that time, you know. But then I feel like now, how do you think yung mindset and money management prepared you now when you went full-time sa business? How do you think those became important in helping you in running your business now as you went full-time?
Very important, coach, kasi kumbaga objective na ako eh. Ito, alam ko, hindi na ako madaling masway na. Halimbawa kasi before, I used to travel a lot kasi. Kasi nga, sa totoo lang, ang reason ko bakit travel aside sa makakita ng ibang lugar is somehow tumatakas din ako sa family situation ko eh. Kasi parang nakakahinga ako eh. Walang nakakakilala sa akin. I can want to be, di ba? Parang gano'n. So, yun lang, dahil hindi pa nga ako marunong nun sa pera, dun ko yun binabawas sa income ko. And that time, medyo nag-work pa yun kasi hindi pa ako yung breadwinner. Pero nung ako na, naging mahirap. Kaya nga sabi ko nun, parang ang hirap na isa lang yung inaasahan. But then again, kaya naman ng isa lang. Ng isa lang muna, hanggat sa ma-master mo lang muna. Yun din yung coach yung natutunan ko sa'yo na kaya naman eh. Kailangan mo lang talagang maging objective about it eh. Na okay, ito yung kailangan mong gawin. Ito muna yung focus mo. Tsaka before kasi coach, hindi ko rin, siguro dahil nga lagi ako lumilingon sa past because hindi pa ako totally healed doon. Ay, hindi ako makalook talaga. I think nabanggit ko yun sa coach na parang takot ako sa future. Kaya nga hindi ako makapag-save. Kasi parang may family before na, ay, pag nagsisave ka, may nagkakasakit. Since mas objective na ako, alam ko na, okay, this one para to sa ganito, this one para to sa ganyan. So, nakatulong din siya sa akin yung money management, yung mindset shift natin na parang, okay, ito, hindi ko na to ginagawa just because ito lang yung tingin kong okay for the present. Pero, hindi na siya parang, coach, parang survival mode. Kumbaga, ginagawa ko na to for the growth of the business. Ganon. Ang cute.
Ang cute. So, going back to what you were sharing, na I think I want to highlight what you said there na because you weren't healed from your past, it was so hard to save for the future. Kasi you were so stuck on the past, the resentment, yung generational trauma that you were stuck with. And so I remember that's why a huge part of our coaching was really helping you heal from that past and acknowledging that resentment, validating your feelings from that past. Kasi only when you're able to acknowledge it, that you were able to release it. And when you were able to release that past and heal from that past, it was easier to really see what's ahead of me so that I'm not held back by beliefs of past generations. Because I feel like that was a huge factor also that held you back, na you were stuck on the mindset of the past generations that came before you. And so it was harder to go beyond it. And so I think it's so important to say that out loud, na how important it is to heal from our past money wounds, financial traumas, para now we can see that the future ahead is brighter, that we are now capable of making wiser money decisions. And you're an example of that you were able to move past that, troublesome past of your family and all of that, yung mga beliefs nila that pulled you down for so long, diba? And now you're able to create a new cycle. And I would say it's gonna be a new generation because of the hard decisions that you made. Now you're like, okay, I decide to choose myself while I can still give love from afar, all those things. And so coming from all of those mindset shifts and lessons from our coaching, how did you now see your one income differently? Because now you're now using one income. Imagine mo nung nagko-coaching tayo, dalawang income mo, yung sa corporate, yung sa business, pero struggle ka nun, stressed ka nun, haggard ka nun, 'di ba sinasabi mo? And now you're focused on one income, which is your business. So how do you see your one income differently now?
Kasi parang before nun parang lagi kong iniisip, parang, wait lang ko siya.
Ang cute!
Kunin mo ako. Ngayon na may nag-shift na sa akin when it comes to my mindset and the way I handle my finances, ganyan, yung pagkakaroon ko ng one business is also a blessing na rin. Hindi siya parang restriction because dahil focus ka dito sa isang business na to, this can grow exponentially. Hindi lang siya hindi lang siya small business. Pwede din siya maging medium, pwede din siya maging big, ganyan. And hindi, kumbaga, yung isa sa mga natutunan ko talaga, coach, with your coaching is talagang yung mindset shift na hindi to limited. Ang focus lang natin muna ngayon is itong one income stream for you to be able to masanay ka na ito yung gawin mo, ito yung money management na mag-work sa'yo, hindi mo kailangan gawing complicated yon. Hindi mo kailangan gawing complicated yung sistema because may mas madali Kasi siguro yun din ang naging reason bakit may iba na hindi sila makapag-stick when it comes to budgeting. Kasi ginagawang complicated. When in fact, pwede naman mas pasible. And yun yung natutunan ko po sa inyo. Kasi I remember, ang nagpa-complicate lang talaga sa akin si pagpili ng font. Hindi ako marunong Google Sheet na coach. Nag-coaching ka nakakaya. Isip ko, paano ba to? Nagalaw na to, ganyan-ganyan. Bilang tita, yun lang yung nagpahirap sa akin sa totoo lang. Pero nung nagamay ko na, mas madali kasi pag isa lang muna yung focus mo and hindi siya limited sa isa. Not because isa lang yung source of income mo. It doesn't mean na parang limited lang yung possible mong kitain When in fact, kung iibahin natin yung thinking natin, okay, dahil nagpo-focus lang tayo sa isa, pwede itong lumaki, pwede itong lumago. Yun yung natutunan ko. Yung parang, kasi before parang may shame pa rin sa akin na parang, ay kasi isa lang yung source of income, ganito, tapos ganito, hirap-hirap na. So parang ako naapektuhan din ako ng ganun. But, pwede naman talaga, possible naman talaga. And nasa sa'yo rin naman talaga At the end of the day, nasa sa'yo, kahit naman siguro may 10 negosyo ka, kung hindi ka marunong humawak, kahit ang dami mong trabaho, kung hindi mo nakikita kung saan napupunta yung pera mo, mauubos at mauubos yun At the end of the day, maiisip mo, asa na? Nasa na yung perang kinita, di ba? So, maigi na din na for the meantime, isa muna, focus ka muna, kasahin mo muna yung sarili mo doon. I-apply yung mga simple money management na pwedeng gawin and then eventually, pag talagang totally confident ka na, then maybe you can add some side hustles every now and then, or another business or another work. Dahil pwede naman yun. You're not limited to one lang.
Exactly. I want to scream that to the top of my lungs, yung mga sinabi mo. And because this is proof of why I keep saying na you can multiply one income stream when you know how to manage it well and when you choose the right one. Kasi I remember nung nando ka pa stuck between your corporate job and then yung business mo na I remember nung hirap na hirap ka nag-OT ka para magkaroon ng extra income. Sabi ko, wait, yung extra hours mo ginagawa sa OT, pwede mong gawin yun sa business mo and you'd end up earning more. So if you focus on your business more, you would earn more and at the same time save more. So it's so important how you said na talaga mag-master muna ng isa. And because that's what happened to you na nung natuto ka na with the proper money management, proper habits sa money mo, nung nag-full-time ka sa business mo, hindi na ulit nangyari yung dati. Na okay, napunta yung pera sa iba. 'Di ba? Yung, I think yung nasabi mo kanina na unconsciously you said na you're using the money para tumakas sa mga requests, mga responsibilities, 'di ba? And that is another limiting belief that we don't realize na kaya pala naubos yung pera ko kasi nag-escape ako from the things that I need to face. And so that's why what we did in our coaching was really facing all of those head on para wala ka nang tatakasan pa. Kasi alam mo na, teka lang, hindi ko na to kailangan takasan kasi alam ko naman solusyonan. Alam ko naman capable ako harapin at gawa ng paraan. And that's why it's so important for you to share your story because maybe someone is feeling like they are in a place where you came from. Na okay, na burdened by the people around them, people pleasing, ganyan, and tumatakas sa mga bagay through their money or wanting to do more, earn more, pero they're held back by their own limiting beliefs. And so, you share your story, I hope they see that you are proof na, okay, while being a breadwinner, you can pursue your dream business, earn well from it, focus on one income stream, knowing na ito yung lalago. Ito yung passion ko, ito yung alam ko na makakatulong sa sarili ko and also yung makakagaan din sa pagtulong sa iba. Kasi imagine mo if you allowed the people around you to tell you what to do, to drain your savings from you, then baka hindi ka nakapag full-time sa business mo kasi wala kang savings. Di ba? Or like baka hindi ka nakapag-move out kasi baka na-drain yung savings mo to help so many people. So what you did is, let me prioritize myself so that I can fill my cup and therefore, mas magaan magbigay sa mga tao na talagang suportado ako sa mga gusto kong gawin.
Totoo, coach. Kasi yun din yung sakit ng ng mga breadwinners na parang they tend to give more and more and more and they forgot yung sarili nila. Tapos doon nagkakaroon ng resentment.
Yes.
Tampo, ng galit, and yun nga, parang kagaya sa akin, hindi ako maka-look forward sa future kasi nga parang feeling ko lagi ako on sa past because parang yung mga what could have been ko, ganyan. Pero kayo yung maganda coach with yung coaching program mo kasi ako una talaga akala ko yung focus lang natin is yung pinaka money management. Pero bago tayo umabot doon, I think nakailang session muna tayo kasi naalala ko pa nga nun, meron pa tayong naging session nun coach na parang I shared with you na parang natatakot ako magkaroon ng anak because may mga parang traumas ako with my parents, ganyan. Syempre may mga things din sila siguro na they are not healed from unintentionally sa akin. And I remember noon, nakalimutan ko yung pinaka-exact na tawag nun. Pero basta naalala ko yun, coach, na parang I'm trying to reconnect with my 4-year-old or 5-year-old self. And yung ending nung visualization natin is, I remember nakita ko yung sarili ko and my husband being surrounded with grandkids. So imagine mo yun, ayoko nga mag-anak pero umawat na ako sa may mga grandkids. So, ilang talaga siya with the finances Yung mga ginawa natin coach na challenging yung mga limiting beliefs, so yung mindset shift, hindi lang siya basta sa pera lang, but holistic yung naging approach, which is yun yung I think yung very important kasi otherwise, if ang focus lang natin is sa pera, but may mga outside force pa na nakaka-affect, magkakaroon talaga ng gulo. Hindi talaga magiging balance. So, talagang sobrang happy ko na I was able to join your coaching talaga one-on-one nun kasi naging vulnerable din ako. Nasabi ko din yung mga bagay na hindi ko basta masasabi. Hinarap ko, ang hirap-hirap noon, lalo na for me noon, naalala ko, nag-iyakan pa nga tayo noon, coach. Parang, ang hirap kasi harapin noon. Kasi
yes.
And there is shame. Minsan ako winner. Minsan there is shame looking back sa past kasi tapos na siya. Parang ano pa bang So, may nararamdaman pa akong shame na parang if I acknowledge these things, itong mga traumatic experience na na-experience ko, will this make me like an ungrateful daughter? Kasi hindi ba ako, pag hinarap ko ba to, does it mean na I had bad parents, parang ganon? Or pag hinarap ko ba to or isipin ko na ito yung nangyari, ibig sabihin nito, ungrateful ako as a granddaughter. Pero hindi these are the experience ko. Hindi to for them to be, not for others to question it because ako yung naka-experience nito. And I'm happy na naungkat natin ito, Coach, because mas naging madali looking into future. I'm really happy kaya na-share ko to sa Coach even though 2022 pa yung naging coaching natin. Imagine ilang taon na yun na.
I know!
25.
Magka 3 years na?
Yes.
Yeah, magka 3 years na. Literally 3 years.
And also, parang nabanggit ko nga, Coach, di ba, na parang nahiya ako na i-share tong story ko kasi una, ayoko naman na parang lalabas na parang kaawa-awa ako bilang breadwinner kasi ayoko naman talaga i-take yung credit na naiilang ako talaga sa totoo lang. Medyo icky ako na, ay, breadwinner ka. Pero yun kasi yung ganun yung nangyari sa akin ng ilang taon. And kumbaga parang nahihiya pa nga ako to share my story kasi parang feeling ko noon, lalo na nung kasagsagan ng sobrang heavy ng school na parang hindi naman to sobrang laking bagay kasi totally nag-move out lang naman. But then I realized may mga ibang tao na siguro ito din yung iniisip nila na parang move out ba ako? Piling ko ba yung sarili ko? Ganito, ganyan. Hindi ba ako ma-judge as parang ungrateful? Hindi ba ako ma-judge as someone na walang utang na loob? Mga ganito, ganyan. But then, yung story ko, hindi pa naman siya tapos. So, ito pa lang yung start ng pagpili ko sa sarili ko. I can get to choose myself na and my business and what are the things that I'm passionate about. Magagawa ko na because I'm not being held back by my past. Maka-emotion.
Yes. Oh my gosh! Ang galing na parang talaga full circle moment. Kasi sabi ko nga, before we had this interview, when I was talking to you na yung version of you 3 years ago would be like, wouldn't think that what you did was a small thing. She would say, finally, you did it. Kasi for the longest time, you wanted na mag full-time sa business mo at bumukod. Like, those were the main things that you were dreaming about 3 years ago when I was guiding you in managing your mindset and finances around it. And now you're here. And this is just the beginning. As you said, ito lang yung simula nga eh. And you're saying?
Tsaka, Coach, ito yung something na hindi nagawa ng parents ko. And parang lagi nga siyang naging multo sa akin kasi nga parang ayoko yung parang maging parang ayoko siya maging cycle na okay, nag-asawa tapos hindi naman kayang bumukod, ganito, ganyan. Ayoko yun na masasabi yun sa sarili ko because I know na I am capable. And then finally, nagkaroon na ako ng lakas ng loob. Pero yung pagkakaroon ko ng lakas talaga, nang dahil din talaga yun sa naging savings ko. Pero otherwise, baka isipin ko, ay hindi sige sa ibang sa susunod na buwan na lang.
Yes.
Kaya I am really happy talaga na kung nasan man ako ngayon. Hindi naging madali yung journey ko sa totoo lang, especially this year. Pero siguro, I think kinailangan ko rin ma-experience yun para mapunta ako where I am. And I'm very much excited. Ngayon ko lang, I think, masasabi to sa sarili ko. I'm so excited kung ano man yung meron sa future. And I'm happy to share din na hindi na ako masyadong parang nagkakaroon ng guilty feeling when it comes to parang spending for myself. Nagkaroon niya ako, Coach, right after namin lumipat dito, parang sabi ko, babawas ako sa savings ko ng ganitong amount. Ipamimili ko lang to ng gamit sa bahay. And gosh, sobrang sarap ng feeling. Nung ikot-ikot kami sa Mr. DIY, tumitingin kami ng mga gamit sa bahay, sobrang kilig na kilig ako because otherwise, hindi ko yun kaya ibigay sa sarili ko because pakiramdam ko, kailangan ko tong itabi para muna sa ganito kasi nga parang lagi kang naninimbangan when in fact kung ikaw lang iintindihin mo lang naman talaga yung sarili mo, kaya mo naman eh. So ngayon na finally nakabukod na ako, ganyan. Kahit paano, nabibigay ko na yung best for myself din. And I'm happy na nagawa ko yun. And yun nga, gusto ko lang din sabihin na ito naman, this is something, yung pagpili ko sa sarili ko or pagpili natin sa sarili natin, this is not being selfish eh. It is choosing what is best for ourselves so that we can give more, kagaya ka, Coach, nung sinabi mo. So that we can give more ng voluntarily, na so that we can love others din.
I love how you said na it was such a holistic approach
Mm.
to looking at your finances. Kasi imagine mo, what if may savings ka pero kung yung mindset mo stuck pa rin sa past, baka hindi mo ginamit yung savings mo to buy the appliances or like stuff sa apartment nyo. Baka sabi mo, ay wag na lang, baka kasi para sa iba na lang yan, wag sa akin. Diba? And so, I really, that's why I always say na yung pag-heal ng past, yung pag-heal ng mga limiting beliefs, really go hand in hand with our money habits. Kasi yun yung nangyari sa'yo. Nung nagkaroon ka ng shift na I can choose myself, I don't need to see it as it's selfish, that I can give voluntarily, and yun yung nakatulong sa'yo to save for yourself, that saved you, and that allowed you to fund itong pag-move out mo, and yung mga travels mo now, diba? And that's why yung sabi mo nga yung mga pag-ungkat ng mga past ganyan kasi nandun yung nandun yung root cause kung bakit tayo nagigilty sa pag-spending or ba't hindi tayo nakapag-save the way we want to. Nandun yung sa pag-ungkat ng mga past, pag-ungkat ng mga money wounds natin sa childhood, nandun yun kaya now you get to see the future differently because the past doesn't hold you back anymore. And I feel like that's the biggest thing that you should be proud of, because as you said, this is the work that past generations didn't do, but you decided to do it anyway, and now you're breaking that cycle already.
And ngayon ko nga lang ata nasabi sa sarili ko din na parang I'm so proud of myself. At saka coach, hindi din sila nag-iisa. Kung wala man silang friends or family na makahelp sa kanila, madaming pwedeng tumulong. And isa na rin din coach, yung coaching with you. Kasi nga, yun din talaga yung nakatulong sa akin. Kaya nga sabi ko nga paulit-ulit na lang na yung savings ko really saved me from my situation. Kasi otherwise, kagaya nga ng coach na nabanggit mo, baka hindi din ako nag-decide. And even if may savings ako, if hindi pa ako totally malinaw when it comes to this is what is best for me and for my family or for myself, ganyan, mahihirapan ka rin So talagang, ako hindi ko masyado naiintindihan at first nung nagko-coaching tayo, lalo ng mga first session na, okay, gets ko yung parang ini-imagine natin yung sweet life, yung dream life, gets. Pero yung, bakit kailangan ungkatin yung past, parang medyo iba siya sa akin. Lalo na yung may mga session tayo, parang you have to look up, look down, ganyan. Parang, nakalimutan ko na kung ano bang tawag doon, coach. Neuro something yung sabi mo nun.
Pero, neuro-linguistic programming technique.
Yun, kasi. O basta yun. Parang, lalo na, coming from a family na I never na-experience yun. So, parang medyo, parang naninibago ako. But then, years after, yun pa yung talagang totally nakatulong sa akin. Kasi kung hindi natin yung ginawa, di ba?
Yep.
Baka lumilingon pa rin ako sa nakaraan. And mahihirapan ako to really ayusin yung finances ko. Talaga, yun nga talaga, coach, pa hand in hand talaga. Kailangan talaga holistic yung approach. Kasi otherwise, talagang magugulo-gulo. Hindi ka talaga makakapag-focus. So, talagang sobrang sinasuggest ko talaga yung coaching with Coach Nick. Kasi imagine niyo naman, 2022 pa yun,
Oo nga.
2025, nandito na ako. So, medyo natagalan man ako, I'm happy to be here. So, what if kayo din, 'di ba, magiging aggressive din sila to choosing their selves din and what is best for them? Eh, di ba ka mas mabilis, 'di ba?
Yeah. Alam mo yung sinabi mo din na yung sometimes tayo nag-overcomplicate ng finances natin, 'di ba? And then sabi mo na it can actually be simple kapag alam natin what's best for us, kapag alam natin yung priorities natin, kapag may proper system for it. So, curious ako, like, what's the biggest difference na nakita mo sa pag-manage ng finances mo? Dati, how long would it take you? And then now, how many minutes does it take you to manage your finances with the system that you learned?
Ako pa, coach, minsan nililista ko pa yung yung mga gastos ko. Bumili ng ganito, nag-milk tea, 100. Bumili ng 30. Madaling i-track yun kung nasusundan mo talaga, kung maglalag ka. What if, syempre, may ginagawa ka pang iba sa buhay mo. Hindi mo na maalala. So, ending, hindi mo na itutuloy. And you'll feel bad about it kasi isipin mo na naman, hindi ko na naman na-follow through itong ginagawa ko. So, parang nagbe-build ka din ng resentment and doubt sa sarili mo for things na hindi mo nagawa. But, looking back, it's not really your fault. It's just that complicated yung pinili mo na sistema. When in fact, there is a simpler, more effective way of managing your finances, kagaya nung kay Coach Ni. Kasi, like, kaya with 15 minutes na or less, or more if you want to talagang be nitty-gritty about it. Kayang-kaya ng ganun eh. And enjoyable siya. Ako medyo ako when it comes to money eh. Ayoko nga yung nililista talaga kasi minsan nakakalimutan ko. Tapos naisip
Same.
ko pa, yung malaki, ang laki pala ng ginastos ko dito. Ganyan, ganyan. So you'll feel bad about yourself. Pero with yung system nating coach, ang dali lang kasi. And wala na siyang masyadong parang wala na siya masyadong paligoy-ligoy. And hindi mo rin maiisip na parang, I feel sad about my situation. Kasi parang feeling mo wala kang control. When in fact, dito sa system na to, ikaw talaga yung may control. So you just have to be parang objective about it lang. Yun. Kaya ang dali lang eh.
Yeah.
Sabi
I
ko
love it.
lang ako, coach, sa pagpili ng kulay. Kasi yung parang cutie-cutie tignan. Doon ako talaga tumagal. Pero ngayon talaga may ko na.
Yes. Alam mo na, lagi ako natutuwa pag naririnig ko yung 15 minutes tapos enjoyable pa. Like, for me, like, that is like music to my ears pag naririnig ko sa mga clients ko. Kasi that's how our finances should feel like. It shouldn't be a burden. It shouldn't be consuming so much of our time because we have a life to live. Right? Hindi natin kailangan magkolekta ng resibo at bawat milk na ininom natin. And ultimately, it's also supposed to empower you to make decisions for your future. And I feel like that's what led you to where you are now is because dahil empowered ka sa savings mo, nakapagtabi ka, alam mo rin kung saan siya mapupunta at kailan mo siya gagamitin para sa ano makakabuti sa'yo, kung ano yung makakapag-allow sa pagpili sa sarili mo. And I think also, this is a great segue to now, what do you think you'd tell a fellow breadwinner right now who also wants to invest in coaching with me? What advice would you give a fellow breadwinner?
Mm-mm. So, for me, I feel makausap ko yung friend ko na parang, girl, you need help. Kasi, kailangan natin ng tulong because otherwise, naging madali na sana yung money management mo. So, we have to acknowledge na hindi natin to kaya ng ikaw lang kasi nga, ang dami mo nang inaasikaso. And so, you need help from someone na is capable, who is always learning, someone na napatunayan na, like, diba si coach yung story mo naman is before nga, naging shopaholic ka talaga. Tama ba, chronic shopaholic pa nga ata yung naging term. Parang bili ng makeup. Kabaliktaran tayo naman, coach. Ako naman, ang hirap na hirap ako magbigay sa sarili ko, di ba? So, di ba, parang we need help din talaga. And yes, bilang breadwinner, I also acknowledge na minsan iisipin natin na itong pera na to, itong pang-enroll natin, pwede ito mapunta sa iba. Because yun naman talaga yung reality, coach. And ako din, yun din yung parang naging somehow may mini battle ko sa sarili ko na pwede ko naman tong aralin ako mag-isa eh. Parang itong enrollment fee ko, pwede pa sana to. Investment pala. Itong investment fee ko, pwede pa to mapunta sa iba. But then again, having a coach na who is capable, who is compassionate and, creative when it comes to these things, mapapabilis yung proseso mo 'di ba? Na parang when you hire professionals, like for example, you're building your house, mas ma-save ka from future headaches na hindi tama yung pundasyon mo And when you hire professionals like Coach Nick, marirealize mo din along the way na itong ininvest mo sa sarili mo, although yes, possible na malaki siya for you for now, marirealize mo in the future na hindi, itong investment na to is talagang investment and was able to grow in you, with you, 'di ba? Na like me, yung situation ko hindi naman talaga siya naging madali, 'di ba? And dinabot din ako ng ilang taon. But then itong mga tinuro sa akin ni Coach Nick, hindi lang ito nakatulong when it comes to me moving out, nakatulong to when it comes to me choosing what is best for myself, for me to assert my boundaries, for me to handle my business effectively, to say yes to opportunities na otherwise na hindi mo pipiliin because you're thinking na, hindi, wag muna kasi may kailangan mo pa tong pera na to or kailangan mo mang-focus muna sa bagay na to. So, I really encourage you to, for once, choose yourself and what is best for you. And I'm sure naman if you're thinking about hiring Coach Nick as your coach, meron ng seed in you na who is thinking na maybe this one is the right one for me, di ba? So, ako ina-encourage ko lang kayo to try. And at the end of the day, hawak mo naman din yung the way na magsasagot ka kay Coach Nick, the way gagawin mo assignment mo, the way mo i-implement yung mga bagay na natutunan mo after that. That's on you naman na. That's your assignment naman na. So, ang maganda lang naman with Coach Nick is that lahat ng resources mo, nakakailanganin mo will be given to you. and yung accountability as well, and yung support. And look at me nga, kahit nga after 3 years, di ba, I still have yung support ni Coach Nick. So, solid talaga because this will propel you towards the future na gusto mong marating. Di ba?
I love it. I love how you explained everything. I was like, parang feeling ko, may kausap lang ako na taga-FaceTime. Parang feeling ko tumagos yun sa kanila. Like, tumagos yun sa hearts, minds, body, and soul nila. Whoever is listening.
Kasi Coach, ganun din kasi yung naging parang ganun ko rin kinausap yun sarili ko. And pinag-usapan namin yung ng husband ko yun before na syempre parang go ka na ba talaga dyan, ganito, ganyan, ganun. Kasi syempre, pwede mo pa sanang gamitin yan sa iba. Pero ako na-realize ko na kailangan ko rin kasi ng tulong. So it's really important then for you to acknowledge na kailangan mo ng help. Na yung current system na meron ka ngayon, it's not working eh. Kaya kailangan mo ng tulong, and what's better way to ask help as someone na may proven na track record na meron kami na kagaya ng mga past clients na nagpapatuloy na this system works and will work as long as you work din. Siyempre, hand in hand din yon. Hindi naman pwedeng iaasa lang dun sa sistema, ikaw din yon. But yung support din kasi Coach, 'di ba? Yun eh. Yung parang feeling ko, kahit 'di ba Coach, nakita ko yung minsan nag-comment ka sa post ko, ganyan. Diba, dami-dami. Kilig nga ako noon eh. Hindi ako nakapag-reply kagad. Diba? Parang kahit matagal na si Coach, proud pa rin sa akin. And knowing na you have someone na pwede mong asahan na will not sugarcoat things for you. Kasi minsan, yun naman din Coach, 'di ba? Parang we will ask help sa mga tao na alam natin na parang parang i-baby tayo. But then, nung tayo ng coaching Coach, talagang pinaharap mo sa akin yung mga bagay na otherwise hindi ko haharapin. And although masaya at first sa akin, kasi na-emotional ako and pakiramdam ko parang ang hirap nito, nakatulong talaga siya to where I am now. And I'm actually thinking na magpa-coach ulit. Nagbumabawi lang ako, Coach. Mag-iipon-ipon lang ako, Coach. Pero tayo.
Let's go!
Diba? So, yun. Sana makonsider nyo din kasi this is investment na sulit because magagamit mo to hindi na to sa finances mo but your personal life, sa career mo rin, kasi si Coach may mga advice din siya with career things, ganyan. Probably with love life as well. So, di ba? With being a for parent na. So, talagang holistic din kasi talaga yung approach ni Coach. And this is something na makakasave sa'yo ng time. And we should always remember na yung time natin is our most valuable commodity, di ba? Kasi hindi mo na yan mababawi pag wala na. Hindi na natin yan basta, kahit lingunin mo yan, pag tapos na, tapos na. So, bakit pa tayo magpapatagal-tagal, di ba? Wherein we can propel ourselves na mapabilis, di ba? So, yun.
Yes. Alam mo, ang daming nuggets with what you shared, but I really want to highlight what you said, how important it is to be guided with the right foundation so that mas mapabilis yung mga gusto natin mangyari sa life. And you are proof na lifetime yung impact ng coaching natin from 2022 na sinasabi mo sa akin na alam mo Coach, natatandaan ko pa rin yung mga questions na tinanong mo sa akin, parang feeling ko kausap mo pa rin ako to this day every time I'm held back by a limiting belief or held back by beliefs in the past. And for me, that's when I know that I am fulfilling my mission in this world, you know, that's why when I comment on your post, like any of my clients, I'm seriously, genuinely, continuously rooting for you because I really believe that you can achieve all the things when you're not held back by your limiting beliefs, and that now you have the right foundation of money habits and systems to back you up. So thank you so much for sharing your story, Nix. As in, parang ako din nag-heal ako from my past dahil sa mga shinare mo dito. And it's so healing to always hear my client stories because it's why I do what I do, you know. And it also makes me so happy when a next client would say na, oh, I listened to this story, this client of yours on YouTube, and talagang tumago siya sa akin. And so I already know that someone is listening right now and saying that that's exactly what I needed to hear, and you shared those words to them. So, thank you so much, Nix, for being here.
Coach, sa ulitin, and ikaw na nakikinig, ito na ang sa'yo.
I love it.